On today's episode of Amanda Morrow Bowling, I'm going to review my bowling from the Ohio Men's Intercity Tournament that I bowled in Wooster on Saturday, March 22nd. I started the set with my physics blackout. During practice, it was very obvious that the shot was inside. If you hit 7 or further outside than that, the ball would hook way too much. It was very dry outside. My physics blackout was giving me great, smooth reaction. I was standing on 21, looking at 9. If I missed inside, it would still hold and it would hit the pocket, occasionally not carry and maybe leave a 10 pin, but still was in the right area. I made my single pin spares game 1 and was able to string some strikes. I was really excited about how I was going to bowl today. Game 1, I shot 258 clean. For the start of Game 2, I was still throwing my physics blackout. With 5 people on a lane though, I had a feeling transition was about to hit. Unfortunately, I leave my arch nemesis a pocket 8-10 on this shot. I liked the shot off my hand, but just didn't get the reaction I needed, I guess. Unfortunately, when I leave stuff like this, I start second guessing everything. I will say it's downhill from here on out. After I left that 8-10, I felt like I was throwing the ball bad, maybe I wasn't executing properly, and then I just started making way too many mistakes. I decided to switch to my Phase AI to see if that would be any better, but I really don't think that was the right thing to do. I couldn't really catch any breaks today. Luckily on this shot, I did carry. It was a little high, but then on this ball, what I actually thought was a good shot, I leave a pocket 5-7. I just couldn't quite ever get the reaction I wanted after I had left that 8-10 with the physics blackout. I decided to switch to my optimum idle because it's a pearl that would give me a little bit more reaction than the Phase AI would, but unfortunately, I still quite couldn't get that carry, would leave 7 pins, and I didn't think it was the right ball either. I finished Game 2 only shooting 153, and I decided to pull out my RST Hyperdrive to see if maybe I could play inside with it. The RST Hyperdrive was giving me good reaction when I hit my mark inside. The problem was I kept missing outside, and you couldn't do that because if you missed outside, the ball would hook through the face and do what I did there, leave a big 4. So that's when I decided I was just going to switch to my level and throw it straight and hard if I could. Let's see if maybe that'll give me the ability to grind out a somewhat decent game. And of course, hindsight is 20/20. I think I probably should have just stuck with my physics blackout a little longer earlier in the set, even after the 8-10, and just executed a better shot. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and maybe the 8-10 wasn't that bad and I shouldn't have let it decide what I was going to do the rest of the day. The level was at least giving me smooth reaction and it wasn't being unpredictable, but the problem was it wasn't carrying. I left a 10 pin there, and then on this shot, which I thought was a good ball, I leave another 5-7. Today was just not my day. I couldn't quite get any breaks, and even on the decent shots, I was leaving those pocket splits. I finished Game 3 with a 180, so I went 258, 153, 180 for a 591 series.